No! Oh, was that not what he meant?
I don't know. I was about to run off. Welcome to today's episode of Running Shorts, presented by Accelerate.
Hi, Harvey.
Yeah, it's felt like it's been a while again.
I haven't seen you for weeks. What have you been doing?
I'm just hiding. Every time I see you, I just run off.
Oh.
You keep shouting go, so I think it's a race.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, it's just been busy, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you've got holiday vibes now. You're about to go away for 2 weeks, so we're recording a few podcasts now. So if Stu checks out about halfway through, we know why.
Actually, if I start putting the sun cream on.
Yeah, you got your speedos on ready.
Oh no, not these days.
Yeah, but otherwise it's just been lots going on in the shop, which is exciting.
I know, lots of new stuff.
Lots of new stuff arrived, lots of events happening. It's good. The spring feels like it's on its way.
I know, the blossom. It's cold today again though, that wind, but we've had some nice weather. I actually managed to shorten the t-shirt run the other week and was like, wow.
Yeah, and some runs in the light, which is nice.
That's nice.
Finishing work and not having to put a head torch on.
That's good. Do you reckon more people are getting out running?
Well, I reckon.
Because it seems to be like, everywhere you go is a runner.
Yeah. I know, it's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, terrible. What a pastime. You do that.
Terrible.
Yeah, no, it's good.
So, have you been up to much?
Coaching you a lot.
Yeah.
That either keeps me warm or cold. Cold last night.
Freezing last night.
Why is it always that corner in Woodburn that we go to, and always on that corner of the track it's freezing?
And windy. It felt windy last
Why
night.
can't they put some patio heaters out there? Apart from environmental issues. It'd be really nice.
Fire in the middle. Just a fire, I know.
But I've had more good results.
Yeah.
You guys did really well down at the Scott sponsored. It was called the Dirty Dozen.
Yeah. Trail racing, Cannock Chase.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I'm not sure why I went back. I did it a few years ago. Didn't particularly enjoy it.
Yeah, I thought you liked the big river crossing thing, the puddle.
Did it again. Still was ambivalent to it.
Okay.
It's just very twisty turny, so you kind of struggle to find any rhythm. But it was a nice day out.
Everybody said that.
Yeah, there was the sentiment echoed.
What we got? You were second. Chris was third.
Yeah.
Jonah was first under 18.
I think he was 7th?
And 7th overall.
Yeah.
And then Andy, who kind of says there's mud, there's twisty turnies, there's a puddle of filth, why am I here, was 11th. So actually, all in all, I thought that was a pretty good day out. And from the way you all came back, you all obviously had a good time, not just with the race, but everything else going on.
Yeah, it was just
event.
a good fun team event.
Yeah, so we just ran the shop while you all went away, working really hard.
Yeah,
like you do.
I'm kind of looking forward. We've got some events happening. Well, we've had some try-ons. We've got Wolf's Pit, which will have probably happened by the time this goes out.
Yeah.
Which is the first of the Gritstone series.
Oh, we're going to catch up with that later.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
some good stuff happening in the Gritstone series.
Some exciting stuff.
Yeah. So if you haven't been on the website yet, gritstoneseries.co.uk, and if you're thinking you want to do all of the events, may I suggest that you pop your entry in for the True Grit, as there'll be some goodies coming up for all those that complete every single race.
What happens if you can't remember what events you do when you put a t-shirt on?
I don't know, Harvey. What do you do?
Aha! You get a cool t-shirt with them all on the back and a fun logo on the front.
Hey! But what if you don't want all the events on the back because you're not doing them all? But you just like get the Gritstone series.
Grit Edges tee. Woohoo!
Nice.
I'm really excited about these. They're cool printed t-shirts. They got made in Sheffield or printed in Sheffield. They're a organic cotton tee. Really well made, really nice tops. They're from Conti Clothing, which is like a fair wear brand. They use sustainable materials where they can, and they're just a really nice company. And then the place we got them printed is just in Sheffield, and they put the artwork onto them.
And also the print is eco stuff.
Yes, they use eco prints. They're really cool t-shirts. They're like a baggy, oversized fit, or you can just buy a smaller size. But they're really, really nice. I've got my eye on a few of them. And like Stu said, we've got the on-tour one with the dates on the back and the Scott logo at the bottom. and then we've just got like the classic clean logo on the front, which is really nice as well. We've only got a limited size run, so if you do want one, they're available on the website or in the shop, and the link will be down below to grab yours. Yeah,
and I think we've got some planned for prizes for those that win and stuff to go with all the other goodies.
Absolutely.
And I think the True Gritters are involved in that as well, aren't they?
We think
believe.
So, yes. But yeah, like I say, we've not got huge amounts of stock, so if you do want them, get it in quick.
Are they on the website?
They're on the website. You can buy them now.
Have we got a link from the Gritstone series website?
Probably. There will be when this goes out.
That'll be good.
So yeah, come get them. I think they look sick. And well, I don't really care what you think if you don't like them. Tough.
Harvey does, and that's what matters. Harvey designed a t-shirt and he's really pleased about it.
How can you tell?
No giveaway there at all. You've been trying out some new shoes because we've got a desk full of them.
We've got a desk full of shoes
now.
A little
table here full of shoes, and you've been trying some of them out.
Well, so have you actually.
Well, I've only had one of those. You've had a few more, I think.
No, just the one. Well, I've had the Sonic.
Oh yeah.
But I've had a jog and all of them. Start left to right. Start with the speed. So
that's the one at the front, isn't it?
Front black one. So the Endorphin speed from Saucony, now in its 4th iteration. It's not had a huge change from where it was at. Just some aesthetic stuff. They've put a ridge through the plate so it's a little bit stiffer, and then changed the outsole so it should have a bit more durability there. Upper-wise, it's relatively similar. If anything, they tweaked the fit so it's just a bit better on the foot. But if you like the Speed 3, bar one, you're probably going to like the Speed 4.
Yeah, the upper's very much almost like just a one layer knit, isn't it?
Yeah.
As opposed to a training shoe, which will probably be dual or triple layer, so it's going to cut the weight down. Still, it's polystyrene cup stuff.
Yeah, it's nice.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't like it. Never have. Don't get it. It just feels wallowy to me.
Yeah.
But I'm old school, don't forget.
Yeah.
You know, I'd run in those classic trainer things and feel all right. Yeah, those there feel great. They're nice to run in. That feels weird.
But yeah, it kind of not huge amounts to say on it. It's just if you like the old ones, you're probably going to like the new one.
Is it a speedy day shoe as opposed to a out and out racer, or is it kind of trying to bridge that gap between not quite carbon, more fast racer? What's your feeling on it?
I think you can use it for everything. I think people will use it as a daily trainer all the way to racing.
Is that what Saucony are aiming for with it? That sort of everyday
one do it all? Yeah, I think so. I think if you want in out and out performance, it's probably not a race shoe. And likewise, if you want in something just to plod in, it's probably not the one. But if you want in one shoe to do lots, it's a pretty good option.
It's interesting is that it's a nylon plate, isn't it?
Yes.
Nylon type plate. It's interesting, isn't it, that we've seen this coming through in other brands, yet there's one brand on the table there that have been actually using Pebax or nylon plates for 27 years.
Yeah.
And that technology has been around a long, long time. And that's Mizuno, folks. And I can remember the very, very first Wave Rider 1. And they were white as well. Not black, with red. And we all kind of thought, what's all this about? And they were actually very nice to run in, very easy to run in. So I'd imagine that would be, and just to show you how far the midsole's come, that was a polyurethane midsole. But yeah, okay. I wouldn't buy that, but I can understand why people would. I can understand the technology and understand what the foam's trying to do. And I think it's like everything, the proof is whether your feet like it or not.
Yeah,
that's as simple as
the split at the end of the day. And then if we move on to kind of big brother, I guess, maybe big sister, the Pro 4, they've had a real change to the upper on this one. So it's gone, I think, a much better fit. A sock like up at the 3 definitely had some fit issues, like just didn't quite feel as comfy as it could on foot. And then they've added power and HG to the midsole, and now it's full power and PBU midsole. Plate's still same shape. It feels very reminiscent of the one, which I quite liked. Again, they've gone to like a gridded outsole. There's not huge amounts to say on it. I think it's a better shoe than the 3 was, just in the way it's going to be on your foot, a lot comfier.
Does it feel quite quick to run? Has it got a nice speed roll to it?
Yeah, I think there are faster shoes out there for me. I know lots of people who put it on and really liked it though.
That's the main thing at the end of the day. It looks more almost like it's less trying to do something in terms of
it's a bit
moving
more
your
shoe,
foot around. It's a bit more shoe, but it looks like it's the plate and the foam together allowing you to do more of the work as opposed to a roll that's kind of pinging you forward, which some people just don't get on with that.
Yeah.
And I think for a lot of people that perhaps aren't used to being right up on their toes, that might work really, really well. It looks like if someone's coming down towards midfoot heel, it's not going to be a bad feel. There's enough under your foot to get you moving through. Yeah,
and there's still the plate in there that's going to give you some extra pop.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, the midsoles, these new midsoles do, don't they? But also just looking at that and thinking, that looks a really good marathon shoe.
Yeah, definitely. Like, nice and stable. It's got a little bit stiffer potentially through the plate compared to the other one. Not in a bad way, just a kind of nice option.
And the upper just looks like a racing upper. It almost looks...
it's gone back to looking
it's that
nice.
sock, like you say, it's that sock, like it looks... So the other thing as well, obviously, you know, I do quite a lot of coachy stuff down at the Olympic Legacy Park. When you see all the young footballers coming through, that's the colour of the boots, so it must be trendy too.
Must be quick.
Yeah, it must be trendy too. Yeah. So I think that's going to go well, actually.
Yeah, people have had it on their feet and liked it. It's kind of, Saucony seem to be nailing it with the Endorphin line. They're just pretty solid shoes. You know that they're going to work, and that's all you want from it, really.
Yeah, it is.
If you know it's good, that's always a nice thing.
Yeah, it'd be quite nice if they could keep that shoe going for a couple of years as opposed to switching it around again in another year.
Yeah.
So get some consistency and people know what they're getting. Yeah, I wish.
Hey ho. Moving on to Mizuno.
Oh, Trail.
The Mujin. It's a new shoe for us, Mujin 10. Very reminiscent of the Daiichi, but grippier outsole, slightly softer cushioning close to your foot and then a bit firmer away. Nice, straight.
A little bit more under your foot as well.
Bit more under your foot.
Those hard packed mixed trails in the summer and the ultra runners might actually look at that and go, that's going to tick a lot of boxes, and with the Vibram outsole we know it's going to work.
Yeah. And we've got them today. I slipped a pair on and they just feel pretty comfy on your feet. They're not, they're one of those where you can't say lots about it, which is really its biggest asset. It's just going to work.
Yes.
And I think we all picked it up and said, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I think the other thing is Mizuno again, is it, so you know you're going to get the quality control, you know you've got the technology actually gone into the foam, but without trying to do anything silly, clever. And you know that they'll have looked at the outsole and go, well, okay, what are we trying to achieve grip-wise across a multitude of terrains? And that looks like it's going to tick a lot of boxes. And also, there's just something about the upper on that shoe. It just looks neat and tidy, and it looks like, again, it'll just do the job.
It's going to fit. It's not going to fall apart.
No.
It's going to keep going for a lot of miles.
Mind you, we don't get many Mizunos back full stop, do we, to be fair?
Definitely not.
We never see them. When they go out the door, they're gone.
So nice option.
I like the look of that.
Pretty excited.
I tell you the other thing you could do with that as well. It almost looks like the type of shoe if you're doing a lot of long hikes and you don't want to wear a boot.
Yes, nice stable platform for your foot. And it definitely flares, so it's like a wider base for you.
Yeah, which would be good if for those sort of, in fact, any terrain, really, particularly rocky, but a wider base we'd also know that could work very well in mud. Yeah, I like the look of that.
Yeah.
That's a nice shoe. How much is it, by the way?
130.
It's new today, we have a look, don't we? Okay, we'll pop a note at the bottom at the end of the day on the shoes and the links.
Yeah, good plan.
I think that, and
Harry,
that will work quite well.
Give me a chance.
Okay. Not even Harry knows, and he's sat
And
over
he
there.
put them in the till.
Did he?
Yeah, I think so. And then moving on to a shoe that we've both had. Well, you just got it the other day.
Yeah, I did. I've had a couple of runs in that now.
Rebellion Sonic. They're on to the 2. I think it's just the upper that they changed. I don't think they did a lot else.
To me, it's harks back to the old days. That feels like if you can remember the precision from Mizuno, probably 10 years ago, or the Elixir, which both models were a little bit more stripped down almost. Could be an everyday training shoe if you weren't heavy on your shoes. and they have nice lightweight uppers and also quite a responsive feel, and it could be an everyday training shoe through to something you'd use for faster paced work if that's what you bought it for, or you got hold of it for, or even a racing shoe if you want something a little bit more, shall we say, traditional. Would that be a good word? And I went out for a couple of runs in them, and it just felt like, oh, I want to run a bit quicker in these. You don't want to go out and do a slow run in them because you'll end up fast. That's what I thought. I really enjoyed them.
So I have a pair of the ones which, like I say, I don't think they've changed a huge amount from, and I wore them this morning just to plod around in. I've done a lot more miles, so it's probably that they've bedded in a little bit, but just a really nice easy shoe to run in.
And they're nice and light.
Feather light. I mean, they've definitely got lighter. But
I don't understand why we want bricks on our feet anyway, unless it's part of the construction of the shoe, because your feet are like a pendulum at the end of everything, aren't they? So actually having the shoe lighter in colour and weight makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're after that more traditional shoe, a really, really nice option. We've got these in a couple of others, something like the Escalante, and probably a Kinvara, kind of all closer towards that end. Maybe
Nevos a little bit.
It's getting
just on the edge,
more,
isn't it? It's just on the edge of it, but maybe.
But I wore the old one a lot for doing sessions in, kind of where you just want something that's going to let you run.
I also think that if you're thinking, I don't want as much under my foot as some of the levels of cushioning we get from some of the brands, obviously Hoka's the obvious one. If you want a little bit less than that and have a little bit more feel, I think they tick those boxes as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But you still know that you're getting a high quality, long life cushion.
Yeah, well that's it. You want something to do it all, but...
And it's Mizuno, we know they've done the research and the work on it.
Yeah, it's going to be a belter in it.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Nice, Just a good light option.
Yeah. And then this one came in today, and I'm just going to hand that over to you and go, Harvey likes these, he's running them. I've run in them on the treadmill and went, okay, and then that was it.
It's the update to the Rebellion 1, Pro 1. They've filled in the medial side and then just made the upper a lot lighter. I think they made it slightly more aggressive geometry. I'd have to check that. All I know is they feel fast.
It's supposed to be a little bit more aggressive. Apparently the difference between the 1 and the 2 was a lot of the elite athletes on the 1 were saying that it needed to have a little bit more roll, be a little bit more aggressive so that the contact time on the ground was shorter. And you see that in some of the shoes, don't you? And there's really not any heel contact going on. Everything's pinging off the plate through the forefoot and you're relying on the foam not to trash yourself. Seems to work. It's certainly quick. Please don't train in them every day because I'm not undoing what they do to you.
But
without change of position, but for racing in, get it.
I love the ones. I've run all my PBs in them. Just an easy shoe not easy to wear. You wouldn't want to wear them a lot. Like Stu said, they're not particularly comfy in terms of actually the position they put you in, but they feel fast. So
they don't make that funny carbon noise that other shoes do either, which is quite nice. Don't hear people coming down the road with the carbon boom.
And really stripped back upper. For me, it's
a bit like going back to the Saucony with that more sock again. Like really light, but kind of still there enough that you know it's on your foot. Which is just good. I really like them. I think if you want to run fast, they're a great option. They're not going to be forgiving. They're not something you're going to put on and go, I'll just jog in them. They are designed for racing. You look at the heel shape on that, you couldn't, could you?
But
that's nowhere to go.
Why you're buying a shoe that's designed for something if you're not going to use it for that, in my opinion.
I can see it. Well, we know that the 1 was very popular.
Yes, definitely.
And you've got a pair to go racing, haven't you?
Yes, so...
That won't be for a few weeks because you're on the track next.
But it'll be interesting to see how they go. Because beyond a jog on the treadmill, I've not done a lot. So it'll be cool to compare them to the other one.
No, that's good.
And they look sweet in white, which is always a winner.
Too right. And there's a few more new carbon shoes coming through, isn't there, which we haven't had land yet.
Yes. Coming.
But they're on the way, ready for the race season. So it's interesting. You just had a load of track dates sent through from some of the athletes as well. Sort of like, crikey, it's sort of like bearing down on us suddenly.
It's just happened.
So clocks go back and that'll be it. And of course we'll be lovely and warm again.
Hopefully.
I hope. It's freezing in here.
Brilliant.
Do we leave the door open, or do we just not put the heat on? Because need a bobble out. Anyway, I'm getting old. That's what it is.
No comment. I think that wraps us up nicely for a short, quick.
Yeah, I think so.
Lots here. We've got loads of new cool shoes.
And we've got loads of new cool t-shirts as well, I noticed.
Yes.
Some lovely colours.
Yeah, lots of new clothing has arrived.
Yeah, so we're really getting spring-like here in the shop. So, and I think we're all ready to get spring-like outside, aren't we?
Yeah.
And not just
Yeah.
with springy shoes.
Yeah. Clothing's selling really well. If you want some, come down quick.
Yeah,
because
some
stuff
of
like
that
that
is-
they
can't
don't
get it.
restock.
Yeah.
So if you want it, buy it now.
Yeah, and if you're seeing this and it's after Wolves Pit, we hope you had a lovely race. For those that haven't seen this, we'll see you at the weekend. Have a great race.
Pa-pow!
And don't forget, we got
Buy
some
a t-shirt.
lovely new t-shirts.
Woohoo! Super cool.
It's warm.
Nice.
Right.
Subscribe. See you next time.
Yep. Bye, folks. That was quick.